Peace be with you, my beloved brothers and sisters. There's one word that I really wish to share with all of you, and it's been in my mind for a long time, and it's a word that I'm practicing in my day-to-day life, especially in the season of Lent, and I really pray that you as well practice and keep this a habit in your life, and that is humility. And that word is taken from 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Allow me to read this verse once again. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. You know, humility has a bad rap in our culture, and we all agree with that. You know, we try to gain credit, we try to gain attention for the stuff that we do to other people, to society, and we try to gain attention and vice versa. But are we being humble? You know, why can't we be humble? We always get that question. I don't know about you, but I personally get that question. Why can't we be humble? In this verse, Peter is trying to tell us that we are not being humble under human authority. Rather, we're being humble, willingly humble, under God's arms. Because God knows our past, God knows our present, and God knows our future. There is no one who knows us more than God, who knows ourselves more than God. God knows us because He created us. He knew us before we were even a cell in our mother's body. You know, and if you ask me, what are the steps in being humble this season of Lent, and especially in your life, to get closer to God? Three things. Read the Word of God, pray to God, love one another. Love, God is love. Especially in the season of Lent, we are focusing on the passion of Christ, the death and the resurrection of Christ, the torment that Jesus had to go through. You know, he carried the cross, he fell down 3 times, he got nailed to the cross, the ultimate penalty paid by Jesus Christ, the sort of love that he had that no human being would ever do for us. And that's the sort of love that we ought to have for our neighbors, our fellow brethren. Love them with all your heart. Love them in a way that you're ready to sacrifice your life for them. And that makes us God's true children. So in this season of Lent, and also in our lives, let us practice to be humble. Let us live to be humble so that we may get closer to God and live a life of eternity. Peace be with you all.